Good afternoon, Andy and Amanda. How are you today?
Amanda? Yeah, okay. I think I'm a bit tired from last week because I was very busy last week. I'm working from home this week, so it's been nice. I was busy last week. God, I was busy last week. But when I say, got to take clean actually. Amanda and me doing something quite interesting tomorrow. We're on what we're doing tomorrow, Amanda. It's after the day off work, but it's happening for you. Watching an online event. I can't remember what it is now. Yeah, it's on. Oh, I forgot the name of it now. It's about witches clean over in it's my man's completely gone blank. It's about witches in northwest England. I'll tell you exactly where the area was, about Lancashire witches in Pendle. Have you heard the story about that, Clean?
No, I never heard of it.
Very, very interesting. It's a local one, really. This is the people interested. It's for the trial of the Pendle witches, and we're doing this tomorrow. And basically what it is 10 people executed on the moors in Lancashire in 1612 to wiped out 2 families, basically. And it was really, really dodgy evidence given all politics mostly. And the evidence was given against these Pendle witches was based on memories, hearsay and superstition. And it wouldn't have been considered evidence in modern day court. And this talk we're hearing tomorrow was about how different life was 400 years ago, when religious persecution was rife and people lived in wretched fear and poverty. I'm really happy today. But it's really interesting. No, it's a really interesting tale, Lee. We saw us in a monologue a bit back, didn't we? Yeah, it was just one woman the whole way through for over 2 hours, wasn't it? It was 3 hours, I think it was. Oh, shattering that was. Well, I want to say the opportunity came up with you last week to learn with this. I thought it'd be really interesting. We're only just past Halloween now, bonfire night and stuff. And I thought it'd be really interesting to hear this tale. Me and Amanda can learn something from it. So.
Wow, that's really good. So at least you're doing something useful in lockdown. So because that started last week, so we still have 2-meter distance reminders everywhere, which means
everywhere. I did one thing, Colleen. We've got up here in this, and Amanda, you tell me if you've noticed as well. When we go in some shops, the ruling on that, McLean, very weird. It's varied up here. We were in a pound shop today and getting a few bits at lunchtime, and it's not clear, Amanda, is it, on that? Where you went through 1 metre or 2 in there. Well, originally it was 2 and they had all the markers down, and then Boris Johnson said 1, so they put extra markers so that you could stand 1 metre apart, and then it went back to 2 and they've taken every other marker out now.
So it's a shop which sells really good. It's still good quality products, but very, very cheaply. Affordable.
Well, I've got to ask you as well, Colleen. Obviously, our way, it's been like we're back in lockdown again now, and we've gone pretty well close to what we were doing originally, Amanda, haven't we? I don't think it's quite as severe this time, but the main shopping complex near us, that's like it was last time. And we went round it today. How many shops are open today, Amanda, around there? About 50 shops? Just a handful, probably about 5. There's 2 pound shops, Wilkinson's, Holland and Barrett, and the 2 chemists.
So we've got a few shops that are open at the moment, and they are. You can go in for a quick. Do you have to line up and go in one at a time in all these shops?
Here, it's not quite as. What they do is slightly different. They have a maximum amount of people that are in the shop. And what they're doing is on Poundland we went in today, and I was in the co-op yesterday, and the co-op has got a buzzer thing on it. So if a certain amount of people, traffic lights. Yeah. And Poundland, they had someone stood at the front of the clipboard, almost like they were tallying. Right, got 25 people in, 5 more, stop them at 5 like that. So they're very, very strict to them on a lot of shops are like that at the minute.
So we just blank out these shops names then. So it's just the shops. The shops are normally opening.
Actually, as far as I'm seeing of it, we're not back on the shops because they're good shops. It just places are operating in a very different way at the moment, and they're all. I think it's done that the way the rules are. The rules are quite vague, really. So it's quite really tricky at the moment. So to work it out, it's what it is, isn't it?
Exactly.
Is what it is. So, got to take a clean, Amanda. We had a cracking takeaway on Friday night, Amanda, didn't we?
Oh yeah, it was really good.
We went down to the local. I left work about 20 minutes early and got the Metrolink on most of the way home, and I called in the takeaway and said Redemption, the local one, which I'm not naming because I know no brand. I came, what did I come back with, Amanda? Just a clean foam at the mouth.
Chicken tikka on naan that I like, and then you had your usual pizza, did you?
Yeah, pepperoni pizza with a big bag of chips in it.
Yeah, I like.
It was disgusting.
I really like, that's the kind of thing I like. I like pizzas. Why? Because it's easy. You can make them yourself, but it's easy to make and it's really filling as well. I also, I like chips as well, like you do. I like chips, yeah.
Chips are lovely. Chips are lovely, they were. So I was just like, it gives us a chance because I don't know if you know this, Colleen, but Amanda's a really big fan of. This is a product, not product advertising really. Amanda, what's your favourite programme that's finishing shortly? Just a Colleen notes.
Supernatural.
What's that? What's it about?
It's about two brothers that go around hunting ghosts and demons and like mythical creatures and stuff like that.
All right. No, I'm not really keen on that because I just like things that just relaxes me because I think that would make me not sleep at night.
I feel relaxed watching American Horror Stories, so I'm a bit weird.
I can't.
That freaks me out, Colleen.
Yeah, me too. One day, I tell you, Andy, one day when I was younger at school, supposed to be doing my homework, which I did a little bit. And then I was watching this Dracula film, right? And then when I went upstairs, right, I'd forgotten that I'd opened the window and the curtain was just flowing in the air. I literally was going, oh my gosh. Do you know when you see that? The room's dark and then you see this curtain flowing about in the air, in the wind.
Yeah.
No, that was Dracula. Come and get you.
Amanda, wasn't there a case recently, Amanda, of my imagining things when I ended up ringing you up right just after a horror film finished, or a crunch point in a horror film, and he jumped something, didn't I?
Oh, yeah, I can't remember what it was. I was watching something, and it got to one of those, it wasn't a scary bit, but you know the little bits where they have the noise and it makes you jump? And it made me jump, and then the phone went off, and then it made me jump again.
Oh my gosh. Andy, we're coming up to about 10 minutes. I just wanted you to just do your intro to the next part of the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'm going to include a segment to conclude the podcast, a bit unusual, probably, where I did an interview recently for my open-label podcast with Jeffrey Bryan, who's the current keyboardist and rhythm guitarist from Survivor, the 80s classic metal band who did songs like Eye of the Tiger, and he's interested in this guy because it's not in the podcast, but this next clip we're going to play you. But he also was in the Karate Kid as an extra, which Colleen, I don't know if you know this, but Survivor did quite a famous song in that. Karate Kid, I asked him in the podcast, could he envisage an extra in the Karate Kid and then joining Survivor about 20 years later?
That's brilliant.
The segment I'm going to play for you is about his first gig over at Survivor. He played 100,000 people and he buggered off stage and then leaving him alone just to get keyboard solo unplanned. So that's that bit of clip. He'll be through in a minute, guys. So, right, Glee, over to you. Yeah,
so it's good night from us and we'll speak to you next week. It's just that there's going to be a 5-minute interview with Andy and the Survivor, the lead, the band, was it the drummer?
No, keyboardist.
The keyboardist, yeah. Okay, so the keyboardist of Survivor.
It's about 5 minutes, Michael, 5 minutes, but yeah.
5 minutes.
That's it, guys. So
enjoy.
See you next time, guys.
Yeah, see you next time. See you.
When I'll tell you this one story. I think it's pretty cool. It was my first gig with them, and we've been rehearsing in Chicago, and then I think we had a gig in Indiana or something. I can't remember where it was. And so during sound check, I had not played with them yet, other than a few rehearsals, and the songs, the Search Is Over. It's a ballad. It's a piano ballad. And before the song starts, Frankie says, hey, just play a little, something to introduce the song. And so I said, oh, you mean something like this? And I played something. He goes, yeah, that's good. He said, but no, longer. I'm like, okay, like this. He goes, no, you know what? You'll figure it out. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I'll figure it out. So we get to that part. The show's going. Everything's, first time I'm playing with them. So there's a lot on the line for me and for them too, And we get to that portion of the show where we're going to do The Search Is Over. All the lights come down, one spotlight on me, and everybody got off stage. And I'm sitting there with the piano and and 3,000 Survivor fans staring at me. And I'm like, holy shit, I didn't expect that. You could have told me. So I did what any I think what any attention-loving musician would do. I just went into this huge piano solo, and I got the crowd going. And then that went on for about a good 10 minutes. Really, really cool piano solo I did on my own. I just made it up on the spot. They kept it in the show ever since.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
I like your
but
style.
you talk about nerve-wracking,